It sounded good driving when he took off. It was real, it's still cold. I didn't expect you to go and rip it.
Yeah, well, and if you look at this tire, let's see, so
yeah, like you said, here, let's check it out.
it should be.
So they look big.
Yeah, they're a good size. Yeah, they're
not small. But that would be a lot of carburetor for 350. It was already put together like this?
Yeah, it was pre-done when I got it. And they're, I call them quadrupede.
Quadrupede, yeah, they're definitely a 650 or 750. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Just how I know 350s to work. That's crazy to me.
I'm pretty positive.
It's cams.
It has to be.
Because it's got a
Yeah, it's got a small open.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, they're.
I think my engine guys are trying to get me to put very little carburetor on my engine to keep me, to make it last long.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure eventually I'll end up blowing this thing up.
Well, because that's the thing with this 445. So what I've done, so if you want to make horsepower out of a Ford, I've learned that you don't want to use the FE engines that came prior to the 460s like Allen's. So Allen's is a 460 that's bored to 500 something or other, and they have thicker walls. And so they're easier to sleeve, right? And if you know about sleeving, that's how you really make a stable engine, is you sleeve it and replace the sleeves every time you mess something up. Yeah. Right? That's a real race engine, you know what I mean?
That's why you're not digging into the block.
You're not ever, right? You've already like prepared the block to be dug into, and you just remove the sleeve. Allen's might be sleeved, I don't know. But anyway, that's how they make those awesome powered engines. Yeah. You can't do that with an FE because it makes the distance, the webbing in between too thin. And it's like in between like a water port and stupid shit, but it makes it so thin that they overheat, right? So my truck, as soon as I started having fun with it, I want it to be a daily driver, but it needs 500, 600 horsepower max. And I think that's why they're trying to keep me down in carburetor. But they told me it could handle, I got the rods, pistons
you'll see
to handle 1200.
So
yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, so like right here, if you feel right there,
I could see the metal. Yeah.
That's why I didn't get too crazy with it.
Yeah, you could hurt.
Because I've already smoked most of that tire off.
That's off. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I did one in front of my house, and you couldn't see my house.
That'll do it.
It smoked the living shit out of the street.
And that'd be something fun to do. Have a burnout contest in Paris, huh?
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah, well, dude, that's really cool, man. If you ever want to work on it together, just fuck around with it. I mean, you have boys and you might have friends, but if you want to just try to tune it, I love that kind of shit. Okay. I don't know anything about dual carbs, so again, I'm a circle track guy, so I can make a 355 into a good circle track car.
These definitely.
This high riser deal here, this is a whole different thing to me on a 350.
What I want to try to do is put a supercharger on it, see what it does. See if the motor keeps up with it or if it blows.
Well,
that's what I want to do.
What we can do, we can scope, if you scope inside and see what kind of pistons you have. So superchargers are cool with low compression. What I'm afraid of is if you have a circle track car engine, it's going to be a high compression bastard. That's how they get their power, with degreed heads and high compression. So that's how I know when you're winning.
You're ready,
the engine's ready to blow, but you're running 9,000 RPM. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what she's made for. That's why I'm surprised you have so much carb, because usually running that, if RPM's rich, is fire. From what I know. That means blow.
And it blows. She's running rich.
Then that's okay. So
So it's super rich.
Because it just seems like someone just put that on there.
Yeah, it's very possible too. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually go through it. Like I said, I mean, it's still got a strap there. Yeah,
it's
takes
awesome.
me 10 minutes to build a
I am not judging it as it is. It's an awesome vehicle. I'm just actually continuing.
This like kind of drives me nuts. This is why I left the hood on to begin with, just because it's got a couple things that need to be cleaned up.
New fuses and such.
Stuff I want to go through and clean all this wiring up and tuck it away, make it look nice, so you see more of the engine bay and more of the motor. Right. I just haven't had a chance.
He's got a fuel pressure regulator right there for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got switches all over the place. It's got the electronic fans.
It's never overheated on it?
Huh?
Never overheated?
Nope. So like in here, it's got the it's got the tachometer and all that.
Right.
So these don't really work up here.
Right.
don't even think this works, to be honest with you. I don't ever pay attention to it. But this works. This thing blinds the living shit out of you.
Right.
It's the shift limiter.
Yeah. The shift light, yeah.
Shift light, yeah. It blinds the shit out of you, but you gotta have those two on. It's got a dead man on it, just to get the fuel pumping, and then you got your fan.
Right.
So you got to have all that on. I think there's something a little wrong. Like they wired something, because I could shut the dead man and this off.
And still have ignition.
The fan, with the fan being on, I have to shut it off.
No, they do that on purpose, really? So you could kill it but let the fan run so no one can steal your truck.
Well, the truck stays running though.
Oh, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But I've seen them do that where so the ignition is not getting power. No one can start your truck, but the fan's still running to cool it off, because you're always cruising.
Yeah. You would think that, but until I shut that switch off, it'll stay running, which is super weird.
That's weird. Well, that's maybe a mistake, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Does it have an external kill switch, or is that?
That's that.
At least you can reach it, so that's good. That's nice. But if they were trying to race it, they might have put an external, and that might be what the problem is.
Right.
You know, there might be something, if it's new to you, you know what I mean? Right. There might be some weird...
It is new to me,
and you know, you might look down under here and be like, there's that fucking switch, or something, because it's possible.
I haven't had the chance to actually go through it yet.
Definitely not a 4-link.
Been way too, I kind of want to do the 4-link and
or at least
do like a 9-inch.
Yeah,
do a 9-inch in there. See, this thing would be badass. Hey, it's already pretty, like it don't get traction for shit. She'll rip out sideways on you quicker than hell.
I'll tell you what, it's already badass because it looks good.
Yeah,
it doesn't look bad. Out of all the, it seems like it's not really ready to drive fun yet, but it looks really good, man.
I do want to take it in and have it repainted. I want the same color though, but it like this here, it was done kind of shoddy.
Yeah, I see the orange peel.
Yeah. We got the cracks in the paint there, and then where my other truck door hit this, it pissed me off. I was so mad one day. I pulled up next to it, and the wind caught my door in my other truck, and it pissed me off so bad. There was nothing I could do about it.
Right, bummer. A dent guy can get that out though before you repaint. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Mine's a mess. I'm gonna leave it patina for that reason, because it's so dented up. You know?
Something like this. Like I want to rip it down and have it.
It really is nice, man. And the love is cool. I mean, let's be honest. Do you watch Street Outlaws?
I did at first.
There's this kid that had a love, man, and I'll tell you what. Like, it was like this underdog.
In the beginning, right?
Early on, and back when, people were competing with 800, 900 horsepower, because on the street, like, you could probably win with that if the street sucks.
Right.
And then, like, some of those guys had 12 or 2,000, but they weren't really throwing it down, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when they could, you couldn't catch them, kind of thing. Anyway, one of the kids that never won or never got much, but he was doing pretty well, he started, anyway, love. It's fucking cool. But it's gonna be hard
to across this thing. I couldn't figure out. I was like, so he wanted to just give me 25 grand in a Bobcat for this other truck I had.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And he called.
Yours, dude?
Yeah.
Shut up! I didn't know that. I'm all taking pictures of it. I'm like, this is my favorite one.
Take all the pictures you want. You better.